After more than a week's endeavour to reach the 41 workers trapped in a collapsed tunnel in India's northern district of Uttarkashi, the rescue and relief operation has entered its final stage. Just a few meters of drilling is left to reach the workers. A wide enough pipe has been laid to safely roll out the workers on stretchers. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked to Uttarakhand Chief Minister and sought information about the ongoing rescue operation. More than a dozen doctors, including psychiatrists, are deployed at the site, talking to the men and monitoring their health. Dibyendu Mondal joins us from Uttarkashi. Dibyendu, good morning. Get us the latest when we talk of the rescue operation.
Well, good morning, Preeti. From here at the Silkyara, the latest that we have for all our viewers is that the auger drilling, which was happening for the last couple of days, have been stopped since last night again. And what we hear from the officials here is that the auger drilling machine's blade has broken down once again, and it has got stuck into the girder inside the tunnel that you can see behind me. So the auger drilling has been stopped for now, and the authorities are looking at other options, which includes the vertical drilling of the tunnel that you can see behind me. So from today morning, the vertical drilling machines have started to come in here, and it will be once again a fresh start to the rescue operation, because the previous operation has hit multiple roadblocks, and we were just short of 5 meters, in fact about 7.5 to 8 meters from reaching the 41 trapped workers inside since the 12th of November. But since that has, as of now, has come to a halt, and we could perhaps say has failed, a new drilling method is now being deployed to bring them out. How long will this vertical drilling take is something that we have to wait and watch for. Let me also tell our viewers how the vertical drilling will happen. If you can see behind me the tunnel and the hill on top of the tunnel, the machine will be moving up for about 450 meters. The drilling machines are here. The vertical drilling machines are here. They are moving up to the hill from here, which is about 450 meters. This road was recently constructed by the Border Road Organization, and the vertical drilling will begin probably by today afternoon. How long will the vertical drilling take to reach to the workers is something, of course, we'll have to wait for official confirmation from the authorities. But as of now, it looks like it will be a in fact, a longer wait for the workers to come out of the tunnel where they have been trapped for the last 14 days now. Back to you, Preeti.
Yes, indeed, Dibyendu, this is really disheartening to know that the operation has hit many roadblocks, and an alternative method will now be used to reach out to the trapped workers. Get us more details on the current status, the current health of the trapped workers.
Well, the trapped workers are being provided with food, medicines, clothes, etc. from the 6 inches diameter pipeline that has been put in place about 5 days back. They are also being provided with cooked foods. The authorities say that the workers are doing well. They are being given psychosocial counseling by counselors who have been placed here, paramedics and medical authorities. In fact, doctors are constantly monitoring their health and talking to the trapped workers inside the tunnel. So what the authorities tells us is that the workers are doing fine, but of course one can understand that if someone is trapped inside a tunnel for 14 days now and counting, the mental and the physical health will of course hit some setback for these 41 workers who were hoping that probably by today they could be coming out. But as I said, the wait could now become longer, because let me also tell you the auger drilling, which were supposed to happen for about 50 meters, will of course has hit a roadblock, but the vertical drilling is about 150 meters. So we can understand from this that how long it could perhaps take from now on to reach to the workers once again. So perhaps it is a longer wait now, is what we can tell you from the from the ground.
All right, Dibyendu, there is in fact mental agony not only for the trapped workers but also for the officials who are involved in the Mission Zindagi rescue operation. But get us more. Did you talk to the officials? Just as a roundup to our viewers, get us more on the roadblocks that were faced by the officials engaged in the operation, because we've told our viewers repeatedly that a very little distance was left for the authorities to reach to the trapped workers. Say 7 meters distance was left. So let us get more on the Mission Zindagi rescue operation.
Well, the operation in itself is a very challenging operation. The geology of the place, the topography and geology of this place is very different, and it is, of course, a hill, in fact, a mountainous region where different kind of rocks are placed. So drilling through different rocks requires different machineries. So all these machineries, to mobilize them from the plains, which includes the Rishikesh area, or from the national capital of Delhi, took some time, because these are heavy machines which needs to climb up the hill, and of course it takes a longer time. But auger drilling was taken as the best bet, because it had to just traverse a distance of about 50 meters through the debris to reach to the workers. But the auger is itself a very huge machine which has encountered roadblocks, because it can only cut through rocks and it cannot cut through iron girders. So in the making of a tunnel, a lot of iron and steel girders are of course used to make a tunnel. So when a part of the tunnel collapsed, so girders, of course, iron girders and rods and steel were also a part of the debris. So when the auger was drilling into the debris, it of course hit roadblocks, and manual cutting of the iron and steel had to take place by workers who had to manually crawl and use gas cutters to cut these iron girders and rods. So of course this was time consuming, time taking, given the situation in which the debris and the debris was in fact inside the tunnel. So these were some of the roadblocks, but then the authorities had thought of alternate methods, as I said. One was the vertical drilling, which is currently being deployed. There are other methods, which is known as the drift drilling from the sideways, is also being simultaneously carried out. But of course, these are very time-taking methods, in fact, to bring them out. But of course, when the auger failed, the authorities thought that vertical drilling perhaps was in fact the best method that could be deployed, and in fact the faster method that could be deployed to bring these workers out. So in an operation like this, it's very challenging, given that, as I said, from the topography, the geology of the area, the authorities also have to be very careful when they are drilling, because they do not want another disaster to happen, which could happen in the form of another collapse. So these are some of the many challenges and precautions that the authorities have been facing here and taking into consideration when working to bring them out from the tunnel.
All right, Dibyendu, we leave it here. Let's hope the best for the trapped workers.